this is where you enter from the red door into my house. So it's got this, I've just put this mat here for when it's wet, then you can just wipe your feet. And then that is the actual inside my house towards my lounge area, which I won't show you now, but I've showed you snippets. It's where I give piano lessons. Then this side, normally I open up these stackable doors. There's only one door slightly ajar now, goes out to my garden, which I shared the last video. So you guys have seen my garden a lot, but here is where I can divide my garden off or open it to my stoop area. So let me show you again. As you come into my house, this is the first thing you see. My garden towards the left and the stoop area. So I haven't showed you my stoop area. And I'll just go through the things that I have in my stoop area because it's a little bit of a mismatch, but you know, I do like mismatch stuff, and there's a few things that don't belong here, and it's just very practical and comfy. That's how I want my house to be. So they've totally enclosed it with these big windows that can slide open. So this can slide all the way open, and that one also. And they've got lights. We have put our big screen over here that can automatically come down with the press of a button. Over here, let me do that. Wrong button. There we go. So when that comes down, so we have a screen so we can watch movies here. We don't do that often. We have too much of a busy life. So I'm going to stop this and put it back up. All right, so that's part of it. That's my neighbors across the road. I can see their garden and their house. Let me just switch this off again. Okay, let's turn around so you can see the rest of the view here. That is a door that goes out to the outside and to the garage area. It goes to where we keep our trailer. This, now let me start off with what shall I do? Let me start off with decorations. Okay, so I like to buy second-hand stuff, and I like to buy things that is normally cheaper, or I like to upcycle. So let me go from the first set. This black set that you see over here, I bought at Heartlands, and it came with the 2 seats there, single seats, and a double seat here, and it came with the coffee table, and the coffee table's glass at the top was not attached. So I got it for at least a fifth of the price of the original price. That's why I bought it. I made these covers myself, and I chose the material myself. So these are made. I haven't put zips at the end yet. I will still do that. There was my mom's neighbor that passed away. She gave things beforehand, and afterwards we could go choose. So this tea trolley, which is a vintage one, look at the wheels, I got it from her, and I also got this cute little table from her as well. So those are the 2 tables that I have in here. You know, I like a feature wall. My sister painted that. I made that. I bought a second-hand shop, bought a second-hand shop. I bought at the Shell shop. My sister gave me that one, and I also made that one. And I've just made a feature wall with that. Okay, so these pillows, 2 of them, the 2 at the bottom I bought, the 2 at the top I got from a friend, and these 2 pillows my daughter bought me when she was at a second-hand shop. I just washed them. This one I bought at a second-hand shop for 80 Rand, and the one at the bottom is one I got when I was 5 years old. This plant was a gift. This front little plant was a gift. This I bought, I'm sure, at I think this one I actually bought at Mr. Price when I was still into the blues, but I kept it now because it looks a little bit beachy theme. And this plant, gorgeous. I got a small little piece from it, and I planted in one of my second-hand find containers, and it's grown this big. I love that plant, looks very nice. On this side I got the ant sign that I also bought at a second-hand shop, bought like 5 Rand or 10 Rand. This is also a second-hand shop little tin, and I put some of my succulents in that's grown like that. And this was also a plant that I got just a little piece, and it's grown that big. And that is also a container that I bought at a Chinese shop. It has cracked and broken, but I've just fixed it. At the bottom I've got a piece of coral that I painted the edges, and some magazines for if people want to read here. Alright, this door over here leads to a bedroom. As you can see, it's completely blocked off with a blind, so they don't have to see inside here. They've got an aircon in this area because it is these roof that can get quite hot but we have not used the aircon. No, we have used it once. This wall needs some painting or something. It's not the best wall, and I've just got odds on there, so I'm not going to go through there. These cupboards over there is housing all our games. So we've got a lot of puzzles and games, and it's in there. And then I just bought this new dartboard. Actually, my mom paid for it for 40 Rand. It's better than the one we had, which my folks also gave us. It's just not as bright. So I was thinking of just taking a Koki and just making it brighter. But this, it hasn't been used as much as that, so it's better. Over here is the things that I still have to sell. So in the purple crate, things I have to sell at the top, telescope. That table, I'm not sure where to put it yet. That's what's standing there. I've got a chair, and inside the chair, it's an old vintage chair, antique chair. Inside of it is all our garden chairs, our fold-up chairs that is hosted in there. Then everywhere I've got little bits of seashell stuff. I picked this up on the Strand Beach and I just framed it like that. These two little fishes I also bought at a second-hand shop. And this side, there's also a few things. Second-hand shop. I paid like 20 Rand for these, or 10 Rand for it. They are not working at the moment. The door is over here that goes out to the street, and I've just got my daughter's Chocolore, her advert for her cookies. If any of my students want to order some, then they can see it when they leave. This side, my husband got this from his friend that he works with that lives in Mauritius. We might take that off, but I've just hung a few things on there. Life is better at the beach. No, I don't believe that quite. Life is better wherever you want it to be. And there is a little thing which I got somewhere, don't ask me where. And there's also these little shells that hang on a string that's wood. Got it somewhere, can't remember where. So that's just hanging everywhere. And then these chairs used to be my in-laws chairs, and they were normal cane. So I've got that single chair, that single chair, and that double one. And I had painted them because they were very washed out and totally the sun damaged. And I just painted them with a newish white color and waxed it, so now I can use it underneath here. And so there's enough seats for quite a few people. And this makes, coffee table. Coffee table I got from my parents. It's a beautiful piece of work, as the bottom section is one piece of wood. And then there's just a top that goes on top of it. And I find this room is very pleasant to sit in. And because it's now winter, there's like lights all around the edges. Over that side too, so it lights up well. My husband also made sure we've got internet here. We've got that connected. And this would be like a spot where I would sit. And then I've got my garden in the background there, as you can see. And then it's just a nice quiet place. And because I can control the weather with the door being open or closed, it is quite pleasant, so you can decide how you want it to be. And there's my dog outside there. And maybe next time I'll show you how it looks inside my house.